Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming back. I'm the author of You Only Live Once, Life and Business Innovation Style. And today I'm going to talk to you about activating your You Only Live Once orgasm and abundance, a key component to your You Only Live Once innovation style for your life. And as this beautiful silk scarf is flying away, I'll put it around me so it doesn't fly away completely. I guess I wanted to be here, but I wanted to really share with you about the 3 biggest challenges to your You Only Live Once orgasm. And that is one of the key energy, juicy flavors that you can have when you want to bring aliveness into the room. Because what other feelings do you have when you hear the word orgasm, right? Knowing that orgasm is a word, feeling, sensation that you can bring into your conversations, you can bring into positivity, you can bring into light, is something that is so valuable that doesn't have to be a pure act, but it can also be seen as an energy. But there's 3 main challenges for the physical act that block people. And what do you think they are? What do you think they are? So the first one is people actually, 98% of the people that I've spoken to, and this is like 70 people across, tents or like 150 people, wherever they are, whatever country they are, most people don't know specifically what they want within their orgasm. They see orgasm as a big, huge event at the peak of an experience, sensually speaking, but the specifics of what they like and how they would like to experience it and what they would like to explore within it is very, very unclear. So defining it is such an interesting thing, and defining it as one of the solutions that you can do in order for you to really connect with what that feeling might be for you. And I think that this is one of the biggest challenges actually that I personally face, because I actually didn't even know that there were so many different types of orgasms you can actually feel when I first started out this work. And as I mentioned earlier, this work wasn't really started because I wanted to feel more pleasure, although that was kind of, a motivation, but it was really how can I bring that content and that learning and that muscle into other areas of my life. So number 1 challenge is not defining what it is. So for you, how can you specifically define what you're willing to feel and what you're looking to feel? Some people say, breathtaking orgasm or earth-shattering orgasm. I think 2 of my participants said that in one of my Wonder Fruit events. But what does that mean for you? Does that mean you are completely vibrating on your back, having sensations run through your body? Are you relaxing into it? Are you excited about it? Are you bursting into it? What does that feel like for you? What is that sensation? What's that definition of how you want to receive something? That's challenge number 1. The second problem and challenge is that oftentimes the way that people define orgasm is through the male model of orgasm, which is basically goal-oriented, a way that goes like this and then it spikes and then it ends, which is very common, right? At the same time, a female model of orgasm is very different from that and actually includes a lot more components and a lot more milestones, steps that leads to it, and sometimes in different orders, sometimes in similar orders. Yes, some people may say, you know what, pre-foreplay or preparation is one of the things that you need. Yes, maybe, but how would you like to experience that whole journey and that whole experience? Because that is actually a much longer path and a much more drawn out path than what the male one is. So that's challenge number 2. What model of orgasm are you using? And if you were to tune into a female model, which is, a set and comprehensive sort of experience rather than just a single experience that goes peaks and subsides, what is that for you? How would you like to experience something that is more well-rounded? What would a well-rounded orgasm feel like for you? What would that feel like? Does it have love in it? Does it have attention in it? Does it have giggles in it? What does that feel like? What would that be? What does that bring up for you? Right? And the third challenge is actually letting go. When you are being pleasured by another person, or when you're being pleasured by yourself, oftentimes with the male model, we tend to tense up. We want to squeeze that orgasm out. We want to make it so tense so that it can come out. Some people are like that. I don't know how it is for you, but I find that a lot of challenge is actually trying to find the release within the squeeze. And when you tune into letting go actually is not just the part where you let go right at the end, when you feel it coming, and then you're like, oh, it's here, and then you let go and you hope that it kind of runs through. That's not so much of what is possible. That's one way of looking at it. But what's possible is that, imagine what if you could have the ability to relax all the way, open up all the way, and have it wash over in that sense, and receive that vibration, receive that pleasure in a way that's completely open at all times. What would that be like? This is a very big concept, so I don't expect you to get it straight away. But imagine if you are able to let go just a little bit more, because the biggest challenge is when you don't let go, you really limit the tube of sensation and where the orgasm can come from.